welcome back to the Front Porch Podcast. My name is Lincoln, and I have here with me again Grandadder, which is my grandfather, but also, I guess you would call it, not really like radio, but this isn't like a radio show, but I guess what you call a co-host.
Right.
Sort of, right? No,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, not really radio, but anyway, welcome back to the channel, guys. And today we're just gonna go into, we're not really going into anything specific today. We're just gonna go into country, anything country in the new country industry, I guess. Talk about country music, talk about country music artists, talk about things that are going on in the country music industry. Grandadder, you want to go ahead and talk
Sure.
us off?
Speaking of country, we are out in the country.
Yeah,
and
we are.
if you hear something, today the farmer is picking the peanuts out here. Surrounding our house across the road over there is a peanut field. And they plowed them up earlier in the week, and they're picking the peanuts.
So if you guys hear any,
noises.
if you guys hear any noises, background noises, anything like that, that is why. You'll hear that in the background. That's probably the reason. But
we appreciate those farmers. We appreciate if it wasn't for the farmers,
we wouldn't have
this
food
part of
and-
the country would have no economy.
Right.
We're an agricultural area, and the farmers, thank a farmer, they provide food and keep the economy going in our area, and most of the jobs are agricultural related somehow.
So wherever you guys
we
are,
love the farmers.
wherever you guys are in the world, sorry to cut you off there, by the way. Wherever you are in the world, make sure to thank the farmer, guys. Like Grandadder was saying, without them, we wouldn't have truck drivers, we wouldn't have food, we wouldn't have all these other things,
A lot
right?
of jobs related to agriculture and processing the agricultural products.
Come on in, pull up a chair. Leave your troubles at the top of the stair. This ain't no fancy big city show, just front porch philosophy, watching the fireflies go. Come on in, pull up a chair. Leave your troubles at the top of the stair.
And my background is farming. I grew up on a family farm, but my mom and dad actually back during the 1930s and 40s were sharecroppers. They would farm land on halves with landowners, and then at the end of the year they would split the profits. The landowner would provide the seed and fertilizer, and my mom and dad would provide all of the labor, and us children were part of the labor force. So if it wasn't for farming, I wouldn't be here probably. And I love farm life, and love farming, and love farmers, salt of the earth people.
Yep, you even got your own tractor too, which
Yeah.
you guys have seen in our latest, or if you follow us on Facebook, you've seen our pictures of us on the tractor the other day, a little bit behind the scenes for you guys. But first thing we're gonna get into, if for any of you that haven't seen lately or recently, he was a country singer, songwriter, Brett James, that his name, recently passed away due to a plane crash, along with 3 other people, I think. Known for writing, I think he co-wrote or wrote Carry on the Wood, Jesus Take the Wheel. Wrote along with a lot of other country singers, songs. And so today, we send our thoughts and prayers to the country community for that. And today. I mean,
and getting into the country music, Lincoln, when we first started going to Atlanta a lot and was in the hospital and doing dialysis, and one of Lincoln's favorite country singers was Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen. Yeah.
And so Lincoln at first, his make-a-wish was going to be to meet Morgan Wallen, but then
A lot of you have seen Morgan Wallen's few incidents over the last few years.
He has a hard time behaving himself.
A few times over the years, Morgan Wallen had gotten into some trouble, I think. So a lot of these foundations have not really been, I don't know, worked with him lately, I would say, I guess, because, and it's not like, he's bad or anything. He's like, well, one of the recent things people have said is, as much as you know, he was at Eric Church's bar in downtown Nashville, and he threw a chair off the rooftop bar, and previously he's done a lot of other stuff, which I don't really know. I've only seen a couple of things that he's done, but yeah. So he's gotten to where he's done some things, and so that's why.
So Lincoln kind of backed off with being such a big fan.
And I've always been a fan of Morgan Wallen.
His music is great.
Right, his music's great, and I've always been a fan of Morgan Wallen. And I've been a fan of Morgan Wallen and both Luke Bryan for a long time. And then I guess I just kind of drifted off of the Morgan Wallen Make-A-Wish thing and drifted on the Luke Bryan thing. And I'm certainly glad I did. That was a fun time with everybody. And glad I got to do it.
And
so
Luke
very
Bryan is a great
grateful
guy.
for that opportunity. And
we had a great time meeting Luke.
But Grandadder, I do have one question for you, buddy.
Okay.
Related to country music, of course. Who's your favorite country singer? It doesn't matter what year. If it's recent years, back in the day years.
Back in the day years.
is what I call it.
Well,
but any music artist, really.
Right. I grew up listening to a lot of country. I even went back to the history of country, and I had some, used to go to the music store back when they sold albums, and I had
the music record store places, right?
huge stereo. The thing was about this big, and then the speakers were this big, and I had a huge stereo, and but I bought some albums that went back to Jimmy Rogers, who was they called him the singing brakeman and founder kind of country music. So I went way back, and I've listened to a lot of that stuff, bluegrass. I had a lot of different.
Because it's not just country music too. There's a lot of country music. Like, I wouldn't say genres, but there's like a lot of different types of country music.
Right. Yep.
What are the different types of country music?
Well, bluegrass is certainly one, and of course, there was, different ones had different styles. A lot of them played banjo and fiddles, and there's mandolins, a lot of different
acoustic. I know
different types.
That might be the only one I know is acoustic. Acoustic, one of them now.
Right. And then the steel guitar. I was never a big fan of the steel guitar. I don't especially care for all that twang, but twang. That's what a steel guitar is twang.
Twang. It's like country twang.
Twang.
Yeah, like that country twang.
But I've had a lot of I grew up listening to Charlie Pride, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard,
Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Yeah.
And the Carter family, and a lot of those old Chet Atkins.
Now
great guitar player.
More recently, looking forward on this, you talked about Jelly Roll a lot too.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll's good.
He's a good guy.
He's a good singer. I would say he gets into the emotions. He gets you in the top of the field, you know.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't want to say this in case I'm wrong on it, but I feel like Jelly Roll more of a, what you say, mental? Spiritual, mental kind of singer.
Kind of, yeah.
Sad.
Touches on your feelings.
Right. More heartfelt.
Right.
That's a word.
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt.
And speaking of that, that's good. I mean, nowadays, my words of wisdom today is, you know, we're always talking about ways to make the world a better place. And
last weekend, your words of wisdom were the world needs to be a little bit more humble and kind.
Humble and kind.
And I like that. For those of you that don't know, that's a song by Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Tim McGraw.
Tim
McGraw is another country singer too that you like.
Yeah.
And I like him too. He's pretty good in some ways.
Yeah. But you know, if you want to make the world a better place, you need to start with the person you look at in the mirror every day and ask yourself, how could I be a better person to make the world a little better? You know, pick up the phone, call somebody you hadn't talked to in a long time.
Yeah, because in order to make
let them know you care about them.
In order to make the world a better place, not only it's not only us that, you know, try to do that, but it's you. You need to, you know, in order to make the world a better place, like Linda was saying, go help a stranger in need. Smile at somebody, you know, give somebody a compliment once in a while.
Pay for the person behind you's food that's in the drive-through or groceries.
Pay for somebody's stuff.
That's a pretty big purchase right there nowadays. Pay for somebody's
groceries. But it's still a nice thing to do. It doesn't matter the cost of things or whatever. You know, it's still a nice thing to do.
There's lots of little things that don't have to cost a lot of money that you never know how it's going to make somebody's day. And just a phone call. Pick up the phone and call somebody you hadn't talked to in a long time. Might make their day. They might need that conversation.
You never know never know what a person's going through.
Right.
So that's.
And a lot of people are afraid to evaluate themselves. They're afraid to look inside, afraid that they might not like what they see, but it's a good thing to do to ask yourself, am I the best person that I can be? What can I do to improve myself, which in turn can change the world?